All right, let's dive right in. Today, we're cracking open the playbook for what it really means to be a marketer right now. We're going to see how the entire game has shifted, from doing everything by hand to building these incredible automated systems. And we'll explore what that really means for us, for the human side of things, like strategy and creativity. Let's get into it. So let's ask the big question right up front. In today's incredibly crowded online world, how do you actually get someone's attention and turn that into a sale? It's not about luck, that's for sure. It's about having a system. And any good system, well, it starts with a map. So first things first, we have to talk about probably the single most important concept in all of marketing, and that's understanding your customer's journey. We call this the marketing funnel, and trust me, it's the foundation for everything else we're going to talk about. Think of the funnel like this. It's your roadmap for turning a complete stranger into a happy customer. You just can't walk up to someone on day one and ask them to buy something, right? It doesn't work that way. You have to earn their trust. You have to guide them step by step. Let's just put some random numbers on this to make it real. Let's say 10,000 people see your ad. That's the top of the funnel, awareness. Out of those, maybe, 3,000 are interested enough to click and learn more. That's consideration. And then from that group, maybe 300 actually make a purchase. That's conversion. You see how each stage naturally gets smaller? That's why you can't just skip to the end. Okay, so we have our map, the funnel. Now we need a destination. And in the digital world, that destination is what we call your owned media, the stuff online that you have complete and total control over. And the absolute cornerstone of all that is, of course, your website. Think about it for a second. You're really just renting space on Instagram or Facebook or X. They can change the rules on you anytime they want. But your website, that's your digital storefront. It's the one piece of internet real estate you actually own. It's the central hub where everything else should point back to. But here's the thing. A beautiful storefront is totally useless if it's on a deserted street, right? So how do you get people to actually find it? That, my friends, is where search engine optimization, or SEO, comes into play. It's the art and science of getting your website on the busiest street in the entire world, the first page of Google. SEO really stands on three main pillars. First, there's technical SEO. Think of this like the foundation and plumbing of your house. Is it built well? Second, on-page SEO. This is the house itself, your content, the rooms, the decor. And third, off-page SEO. This is your reputation in the neighborhood. What are other websites saying about you? Let's dive into that technical part for a second. Google has this thing called Core Web Vitals, and it's basically a score for how good the user experience is on your site. And the magic number you are really, really aiming for is a 90 out of 100. If you fall short, you're not just giving a bad experience, you're actively hurting your chances of ranking well. So what does it actually take to get a great score? Well, the things that slow you down are usually the obvious culprits. Huge images that aren't compressed, messy code, too many third-party trackers. On the flip side, what speeds it up is a clean, secure site with optimized code, something that's super fast for users and really easy for Google's little search robots to understand. Okay, so your digital home is built, it's optimized, it's ready for guests. Now it's time to open the doors and get people to actually visit. When it comes to getting traffic, you basically have two main choices. You can pay for it, or you can earn it. And this part is absolutely critical. Paid ads, whether they're on Google or Instagram, are kind of like putting up billboards all over town. But if those billboards don't point to a specific, clear address, a dedicated landing page on your site, then you are just burning money. All that traffic needs somewhere to go. And when people do start showing up, they're going to come from all kinds of places. A really healthy marketing strategy doesn't just rely on one thing. You'll get people from your paid ads, sure, but also from organic search, social media, and people just typing your website in directly. And then there's this other slice, earned media, which is basically digital word of mouth. So what's the most powerful kind of earned media? It's something called backlinks. See, when another website, especially a respected one, links to your page, it's doing more than just sending you some visitors. It's sending a massive signal to Google that your content is trustworthy and valuable. It's like a vote of confidence that boosts your entire site's authority. So, we've covered the classic playbook, right? We've got the funnel, the website, traffic strategies, and for years, this has been the way. But now, a brand new player has walked onto the field, and it is changing every single rule of the game. Of course, I'm talking about artificial intelligence. Look, this isn't just about making things a little bit faster or a little more efficient. AI is fundamentally changing the how of marketing. It's like we've all been using hand tools, and someone just gave us a full set of power tools for every single job. This chart really shows the shift perfectly. The marketer's role is changing from being an operator to being an editor. The old way involved hours and hours of manual grunt work. Now, AI handles that first draft, letting you focus on the strategy. Instead of you brainstorming 10 keywords, AI gives you 200 to pick from. Instead of you writing 5 versions of an ad, AI gives you 20 to test. And let's be super clear about one thing. This is not cheating. Google has come right out and said it. Their focus is on the quality of the content, not on how it was made. The goal is the same as it's always been. Create something valuable and helpful for the user. AI is just a new, powerful tool to help you do that faster. So if AI is our new co-pilot, what's the next logical step? Well, it's putting entire sections of this playbook on complete autopilot. We're moving beyond simple assistance into the world of true automation. We're now starting to see the rise of what are called AI agents. These are automated systems that can actually connect different software together to perform complex tasks all on their own, with no human needing to step in. The big difference here is they don't just help you do the work, they literally do the work for you. Here's a real-world example of how this might work. Just imagine this. You add a new keyword to a simple Google spreadsheet. An AI agent sees that new entry, and it triggers an AI model to go write an entire blog post about it. Then it automatically sends that finished draft straight to your website, ready for you to give it a final look. All that just from typing a word into a cell. And that right there, that is the future. This is where we're heading. The job of a modern marketer is shifting away from doing all these individual tasks, and it's becoming about designing, building, and managing the automated systems that do all the work for you. Which brings us to this final and, I think, really critical question. As AI gets better and better at mastering the how of marketing, what's left for us? The answer isn't doing the manual work. It's the high-level strategy. It's the deep understanding of your customer. And it's the kind of human creativity that just can't be automated. That's the new frontier we all have to conquer.